Residents of Los Angeles are still reeling from the wildfires that have killed 5 people and put over 180,000 people on evacuation order. Fire crews are still battling several blazes, including the Palisades fire near the coast, the Eden fire north of Pasadena, and the Hearst fire in the San Fernando Valley. Now, some folks are flying back to Vancouver from L.A. We have our Cecilia Hua on the ground at YVR. Cecilia, how have the L.A. fires impacted flight travel?
Well, Nima, despite the destruction that we've seen come out of California, flight impacts have been relatively low. Here at YVR, we've seen several flights coming in and out of LAX carry on as usual. Now, according to the latest updates from California wildfire officials, over 29,000 acres have been burned, more than 1,000 structures destroyed, and the unofficial death toll is sitting at 5. This is the most destructive fire to ever hit LA County. There are at least 5 active fires right now with 0% under control. Hundreds of thousands are currently under evacuation order. This is truly unprecedented times. And even those who don't live in the directly impacted areas have reported a heavy smoke in the sky and trouble breathing. Now, a flight just came in from LA about 2 hours ago, and I caught up with some of the passengers on that flight. They said their plane had to be diverted further west and more into the ocean to avoid the smoke in the sky.
The smoke and the air quality has been really bad. That's why we had a pre-planned trip to Vancouver. We decided to leave early to come here because we were starting to get sore throats and symptoms from just how bad the air was. It's very smoky in the skies.
There's smoke in the sky for sure. You can smell it a little on the plane. It seems like the pilots are flying around.
Like where I live in the valley was completely surrounded. So it's like for a lot of people too, people were worried yesterday about not being able to get out or like, you know, what it would mean for flying. But yeah, it's just been a lot of smoke and yeah, it's a little bit of turbulence, but that was about it.
Now, you were on the ground when flights from L.A. touched down at YVR today. So what did you hear from travelers who are coming from the disaster zone?
I would say it's a mixture of feelings, Nima. Some of them were relieved to be escaping from the chaos and being able to breathe the fresh air that we have up here. Some of them are coming here for ski trips, but are anxious to what they might be returning to when they eventually fly home. But none of them have ever witnessed the level of destruction that we have seen in the last 2 days. People who have grew up there their entire lives have had to see their neighbors, families, friends' houses burned down, schools shut down. Now, they say the city as a whole is completely shut down, and they're unsure when things will be back up and running again.
I can't watch any more of the content because it's just too painful, and seeing it in person is just as bad as the content, so that pain is definitely really there in real life.
My high school is right there underneath where like lots of fires are going on, so it didn't burn down, but I have a bunch of friends whose houses burned down, and they're dealing with that today.
It's pretty upsetting to watch your home go up in flames, and also for them to still be at like 0% containment. It's absolutely, yeah, it's terrifying.
All right, thanks for that, Cecilia.